everybody, welcome back to City of Heroes, and I'm joined in game along with, we've got Currently Occupied here.
Hello, everyone.
Hey, and we have Raquel Moore, aka Captain Clueless.
How are y'all?
Y'all? Yep.
How are you all?
And Scheherazade, aka Scheherazade. Uh-oh, now you're quiet. We didn't hear you. Uh-oh.
Are you serious?
Now I hear you. Okay. All right. Are you still there?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So, anyhow, we noticed just as we were starting, turn around here, and there it is. Look what's in Talos Island. Okay, I'm going to ask. I'll bet Talonflash knows the name. Anybody else know the name of the ghost ship?
No idea.
I used to know.
Can we chase it down to find out?
I know that I knew it, but it
is
escapes me at the moment.
the SS Moraine. Oh,
I see.
and it drops off these ghosts.
Oh yeah, there we go.
Yeah, so I'm going to just send ball lightning in there. Oh, wait, not ball lightning. That. So...
Yeah.
So yeah, anyhow, I don't know if any of you that have played the game have seen the ghost ship. It shows up in Talos and Independence Port. And if you actually fly into it, you get a debuff. What is the debuff that you get? Minus accuracy, minus damage. Spectral Chill. Oh, and there's a bunch of ghosts right there. Well, I guess I'm not surprised nobody else is going after it. This seems to be one of the less popular zone events. But yeah, if you read all the plaques in Striga Island, you will learn about the history of the SS Moraine. Here's some over here next to this rock, which I know is really specific in Talos Island. I can't remember if Zapp has the badge for these or not. Was that one of you over there sending them flipping and flopping?
Yeah.
Okay. There, and now it's going to just cover water for a long distance. Alright, well, that was fun while it lasted. I don't want to chase it all the way out to Circe Island.
Oh, yeah.
I'm surprised it's still way up there. I thought it went back down to water level.
It actually, I was surprised. It changed direction and headed upward at one point.
Yeah, it will come up from water, sea level, but I thought it went back down to sea level once it got over the island. Yeah, oh well. Alright, so we were... I can't remember what... Oh, we were doing some Devouring Earth stuff, weren't we?
That sounds familiar.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, look, it's U-235.
After we finish Path of the Dark.
Yep. So, yeah, Jenny Firkins. So, well, who else do I have? Allison King, Anton Sampson, Colleen Nelson. She was the one that gave me the, whatchamacall? That thing. So we can keep doing Devouring Earth. Jose Escalante, I think he's Council with a little bit of Cray scattered in there. Philippa Moreau, she's Rickety with a little bit of Cray, I think. Anybody have any preferences? Okay.
I'm fine with
No
Devouring Earth.
Differences.
Alright, let's keep going with Jenny then. So, get her on the phone here. I have plenty for you to do. Oh, yeah. The security chief for Eden needs help with the Devouring Earth. Please go talk to him about it. No. So, that just... I mean, we could do it. That just leads to a Eden street hunt, is what it means. But I think that's where she'll stop at. She won't give me anything else until I get past that. Unless... Let's try a game here. Let's call Colleen. Oh, nope. I was kind of hoping Colleen would give me that mission. Alright. Alright, well then I'm gonna, I am gonna run to Founders, and talk to one of those contacts there. So if I actually do have, yes, I do have Founders.
I'll hang out at the portal then.
I like how there's fifth column hanging out on the university grounds in Founders. It's like, you know, campus security is pretty darn light.
Maybe they're registered students. Sure, the Fifth Council values education just like everyone else.
Oh, the Fifth Council.
Fifth Council. Did I really say that?
I think that, but that sounds interesting. That could be a neat little, the Fifth Council, like a mission architect thing.
Yeah.
All right, Jose Escalante. I have uncovered something that I think will interest you. The security chief for Eden. All right, I think I'm at that point where everybody is going to throw this at me. So why don't we all go to Eden, and let's just take care of this. So I have to actually fly all the way over to the security chief, though. But it will be a Devouring Earth hunt in Eden.
Eden's. Can we get to Eden by tram?
No.
Yeah. What are we doing?
So in Founders, the southwest corner, there should be a gate. Actually, what I'll do is let me set the mission, and there you go.
Okay.
The security chief is right in front of the gate.
Heading over there now. Oh.
Me too.
For once, I got a good power. I think it's fading, but I got a good power from you this time. Current.
Oh, the
Oh, the
Mystic Fortune.
Looks like, yeah, it's either the wheel or the sun. I'm not sure which.
I think it was the sun.
Uh-oh. I seem to have walked in on, like, a whole bunch of behemoth overlords.
What are you doing up there?
I don't know where the fall is.
South.
Ah, somebody
You're-
found me. God darn it. I'm still conscious and all. Okay.
Do you need help?
No, I just need to find a way through them.
You can't jump over them or fly over them?
Yeah, I just have to find my way to the security chief. Okay. Now I see. It's why. Oh, okay. I got it. I'm in the wrong area. That's good. I thought they were right next to it, but they were just between me and it.
Watch out as you come over, because there's a whole bunch of Devouring Earth on top of that hill just north of me.
Good to know. I will.
Follow the road, basically, and yeah.
I'm fine now.
There's a badge right here if you want it.
Yeah? Thank you. Right here? Oh yeah, I see. Must have already had it.
Oh, okay.
Oh no, losing paradise badge.
Yep. So yeah, Eden, if you've never been here, is interesting. So, here's a briefing on Eden. The Devouring Earth are very active here, especially in Arcadia Park and the Utopia Complex. I really need your help, Zapp Paladin. Okay. So, Eden used to be Woodvale, the vacation spot or whatever of Paragon City.
It's not that anymore.
No.
Depends who you are.
But as you go further west, it changes. So, and of course, this is how you get to Hamadon. So, all right, let's find some Devouring Earth. Here's a whole bunch on top of this little pile of rubble over here. Oh, somebody's already busy. Okay.
I zoned directly into it.
Okay. Where are you at? You're on top of the... On top of the garage. That's what I'm trying to say. Yes, parking lot.
Current is too efficient, killing everything with one shot. Oh dear. They appear to not like me very much. Did you go away? You did. I'm going away too.
Okay, are you by yourself or is somebody with you?
I wasn't, but
Okay.
I am.
Oh,
Here, Ron, right on the other side
Yeah,
of this
I-
building
I-
from you.
I took a different turn.
Yeah, I was following you and then I saw something that we really didn't need to get. Oh, get that medic. Good God. You're a medic. You don't belong here. You're Cray Protector. Ditto. Oh, they woke up. How we doing? We're still okay, but we'll keep the heals on you.
Ooh, I got a tip.
Yay!
Okay, scientist.
Stay in school.
It's a good tip. Whoa, dude. Not okay.
Like the fifth column. Or fifth council. That's it.
Why is my mission down? I think that's part of my problem. This is not our mission, is it?
Oh, I didn't... we've completed the Devouring Earth part, I see. So...
Oh, okay, good. That's why I don't see it then. Okay, dude.
Yeah, I'm just dealing with some residual aggro.
Me too.
There we go.
I'm dealing with a little self-induced aggro with the help of Zapp. Hey.
Okay.
You have to go back?
Well, if you want to check out Eden, if you go to the west, because you don't get sent here very often.
Really only when you're starting Woodsman.
Yeah.
It makes Faultline look
And then
kinda
you never
pastoral.
get to see the rest of the zone, really, because he sends you through the door.
Yep. Yeah, do you see that huge spire to the west?
The west. Oh, yeah?
That's where the Eden trial starts. And I know there's a badge around here somewhere. I'm gonna cheat and use my Vidiot maps.
Do the Lesser Devour, can they raise guys from defeat?
No,
No.
as far as I know, no deep into that.
So is it correct to assume that this is Earth what has already been devoured?
Actually, a more accurate would be First Ward.
Okay.
Oh, first word is much more advanced than this. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
But anyhow, yeah, you notice how it changes. It goes from ruins to green and then this. So,
Well, I haven't got to this. Is that the spire here?
yeah.
Okay.
So anyhow, that is a very, very quick nickel tour of Eden.
Oh wow, I fell below.
Oh yeah, it's similar to Perez Park in that regard.
But you can go. Oh no, you can't. Uh-oh. Yowzers! I have to find my
I
way
need
out.
to backtrack.
Just
I got it.
just teleport back to the base or something. Yeah.
I'm out.
Okay,
I'm out.
because
Let me get to the entrance and I can assemble y'all.
Okay, but I'm enjoying the spire.
Oh, okay.
actually there is a base portal at the base of the spire.
There
Really?
is.
Yeah.
So is that on top of the hill at the base of the spire? Or is that
Nah,
like
actually, it's right next to Woodsman.
Yeah, it's right next to Woodsman, so way over here.
If you
Okay,
bring
hang
up
on.
your map, you should be able to see it.
right over where you are? Yep.
Yeah, I'm headed towards it. And there's not a lot near the base of the spire. So once you get to the base, you should be pretty good.
There's some guys here.
So yeah, there's Woodsman. And then the door to the Eden Trail. Right there.
Don't go in it?
Well, you can't. So
Okay, good.
yeah, and then base portal.
And a portal.
No, we
Yeah.
can't. Actually, Terra's Ed might be able to.
What?
She's 45. She could go.
Oh yeah, yeah. I want to do an Eden Trial. I do. Eden is one of my more favorite, but it is one of those ones that requires a lot. You know, like all of them, it requires coordination. And then there's that last room. How do you deal with it? Because it will be, you know, interesting. So, all right, I'm gonna head back to Founders. And go talk to Jose because I can't call him. If I get the right direction, there we go. But hopefully I can get his phone number after this.
Are we heading right back over, or you?
I would just hang out in the base for right now.
Yeah. Maybe I can
'Cause-
get other power going on while I'm waiting.
Yep, because that way you'll be set up to go to whatever zone he sends us to. And actually, while I'm flying to him, while I'm standing next to him, I can also call Jenny and see what she's got. You got her number, right?
Everybody knows.
8675.
Yep.
You know.
Alright, so let's go ahead and talk to Jose here. You have our thanks for helping out with the Devouring Earth, Zapp Paladin. Eden is a very dangerous area. You are a good person to have as a friend. I hope these enhancements will help you keep Paragon City running smoothly. Please call if you get into trouble. Oh, okay, if I get into trouble, I can call you. Alright. So what does he have? My agenda is cleared thanks to you. It's been a pleasure. Alright, so...
Welcome to out-leveling.
I didn't realize I out-leveled him. Alright. So much for the...
Does he introduce you to anyone?
No, and guess what? I forgot they haven't fixed that yet. While I was talking to him, a greater devourer just fell down from above.
Oh.
Alright. I do have this mission from Ginger Yates. Oh, and now I'm getting hit by snipers. Dang it. I love Founders Falls, but holy cow.
It's a dangerous.
Do you want a hand?
No, I'm okay. It's just, you know, I fly away from the Greater Devoured, and then there's a sniper on me. So it's like, all right, let's fly away from that. So, all right, I'm going to go talk to Jenny. You don't have to come to Founders, because this is just a FedEx. And let's see if this means I will out-level Ginger, then. All right, let's see what Jenny has to say. I know you, Johnny. You're a clubber because you hang out right next to the Pocket D entrance. Alright. Whoa, she's got a lot to say. This substance you found may look like a moldy pita pocket, but it's one of the most insidious weapons I've ever seen. It's a neat little packet of cancerous tissue, combined with a catalyst that will force the disease to multiply rapidly in any human host. Of course, without a delivery system, it's totally harmless. I don't see any way for the Devouring Earth to infect a person with this, short of force feeding it to them. No, what they need is some sort of syringe or other injection system, something to get this tissue directly into the bloodstream. Oh no. There was a Devouring Earth raid on Lawson Pharmaceuticals this morning. Quick, organized, and destructive. Ginger Yates probably would have sent you, but you were already engaged over at Zentech. I'm beginning to think the Zentech attack was just a distraction to keep you occupied while they got what they needed from Lawson Pharmaceuticals. Unless I miss my guess, the Devouring Earth is hard at work producing a stockpile of weapons that can destroy our citizens from the inside out. Okay. So, let's head to Brickstown. And let's not ask how the sailboat is just sending its mast right through the stone abutment of the bridge there. So off to Brickstown.
Brickstown it is.
I guess I could have went... I was kind of halfway between the tram and the base portal.
Well, I took trams, so we'll see if you would have won.
Yeah, they're right next to each other, aren't they, in Bricks?
Yeah.
Oh, in bricks, yeah. But in terms of getting there.
Oh, you'll get there first because I had to zone twice.
It says you're here already, so.
Oh, that's not you? Who is that? Oh, that's Scheherazade that's over there already. Okay.
Wow.
Still gotta find it.
Is it underneath?
Probably.
Oh, it probably is.
Yeah. There's a badge next to the rusted out blue car too, by the way. And there's a badge right here on top of Zig, on the top of the Zig. There we go.
Hang on.
Oh, and there's one in front of the Zig I should have grabbed.
I will search the other direction.
That blue truck or something else?
If you come down underneath,
Okay.
and then now it might be a little dangerous because there might be things over here. Yep, we got Paco over here.
That's a cute rusted out blue thing. There's also a door that says keep out.
Well, you know what that means.
I want to go in there.
No, but where are you at?
Underground.
Oh, okay, you're underground, so you went by behind me. Okay.
Yeah, I'm by Raquel.
She went a slightly different way.
Oh, come back.
What? Where?
Yeah. I don't know where the badge is either.
Is it, so,
Okay,
do you
I'm
see where
at
I'm
the
at?
door.
Yeah, I'm at the
Nice.
badge.
Okay.
Nope, okay, oh. Right, you went by
Right
to...
here.
Nope, Scheherazade. Come back.
Okay.
Going back.
Right
And
here.
if you find me, I'm at the
Yeah.
closest way to get into the door.
Okay. Actually, you can sneak through here.
There's the badge, though. Sneak
Okay.
through where?
Right here, see where I'm at? Come back
No.
to the car
Coming
and-
back to the car.
and
You
look
went this
west.
way.
See this hole?
I do.
Sneak through here.
Ah, okay.
Aha!
Ah, we're all
Convenient.
here. That's good.
There is, I think, bricks. I still haven't discovered everything underneath bricks. There's so many little bits underneath Brickstone.
Nooks and crannies.
That's what we were talking about that last week. The Thomas English muffin. All right, 3 labs to destroy and shut down the weapons production.
Okay.
Might as well go this way first.
Right.
I have a hunch this leads to a short dead end.
It does. Just as you were saying that, I hit your feeble. So
Oh,
This-
look.
This looks like a job for Sparky.
Oh, the target isn't blocked. I bet he could have hit me, right? Oh, hello.
Yep, there was stuff right behind
you
us we didn't see.
yeah.
They were sneaky. I forgot what the quartzes do. Oh. Do you remember what they do? Occupied?
I do not.
Okay.
Apparently, nothing that's ever bothered me very much.
I think they're a minus defense. Just keep going
Well,
south, I guess. Or north.
Whoa.
You know, the other south.
The stuff that gets colder from here. Of course, if you go enough south, it gets cold.
Yeah. All relative.
It's nicely symmetrical that way.
Oh, Karen, that's why. Because I know the Karens give them high damage resistance, the Fungis give them Mez resistance. But I don't remember, the Tree of Life give them a heal bonus, but I cannot remember what the Quartzes do.
Oh, shoot. You should leave one up long enough to check out its info.
Whoa, Zapp.
Yeah, there's two Devoureds over here.
Where are you?
Not too far from where we were.
No, I see now.
Is this just a red herring tunnel?
With things.
This is not a red herring. It is trees.
Yay!
Trees fight back.
Congratulations.
I get to pick enhancement slots. A mushroom.
Those kind of squick me in Nature Affinity. The mushrooms that they make grow out of opponents. Fungi
Okay.
should not be growing on living, on animate things,
Hmm.
especially when they're, sometimes fellow human beings. I don't care how evil they are. You should not have fungus growing on you.
It's fair.
Pick a
So which
direction.
way would... This one. And look, critters and a lab.
Karen. Ah!
Got it?
I'm trying. There we go. Fine. Oh, and it's gone now.
And fungi.
They don't stun for very long. You got it?
Actually, didn't take.
Okay, this is the Twisted Stomach Room.
Mm.
So this one is
Yeah.
very easy to get lost in.
Okay, I'm staying close then.
And then this way. As we travel into the depths of the caverns beneath Paragon City. If you dig too deep, you end up in Orenbega. And if you go below that, you end up in Moira, or whatever that was. Was that the name of the dwarven city?
Moria?
Moria? Okay.
Is that Dwarven? Well, there's our last lab.
Just looking around. Nobody here.
There's 2 more.
They
Oh,
just
there's
left it unguarded.
Yeah,
2
that's
more to
weird.
go.
Wait a minute, darn it. I went the wrong way.
I followed.
This way. No. This way. Okay.
Yeah, from go south from the room that had the latest lab.
Hang it right at the lab.
There we go.
It was kind of in plain sight, wasn't it? Oh, back in here, huh?
Yeah, all these tunnels look the same.
They do.
Oh, look. Friends.
They are not our friends.
Like Mr. Grenade. Mr. Grenade is not your friend.
Depends who's throwing. Another lab.
And there's some
That's it.
things.
A devoured, not a lesser.
Or a greater.
Goodness for medium-sized miracles.
And there's more up here.
Uh-oh. Somebody just vomited on me.
Oh, from above.
Yep.
Oh,
Oh.
one lesser up here.
Yep.
Left.
There's still more up here.
There we go. I overshot. Good shot. And more.
I like the pinkish purple electricity.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Is that new?
Yeah.
still pretty close to, you know, the default that is very distinguishable.
They were just hanging out in this corner. I thought there was a hostage there. I'll bet you they're back at the entrance of this room above it.
Oh,
There's a lesser devoured up there.
Over here. Oh, that's the one.
Yep. Oh,
Oh, another one.
He has a friend. And another
see,
friend.
it has a friend. So they may be friends, but they're not our friends.
Oh. Well, maybe we could bring them a bag of fertilizer or something.
no. Devouring Earth will never be friends with humans.
That's so sad.
Which is weird because, well, Hamadon was human.
Mm.
It was a fanatic.
He was a fanatic. Yeah, is, I guess you could say. Alright. Ginger, where is Ginger? She is in Founders, and I have to go talk to her. So, can I actually get there? Yeah. Let me go talk to her. Founders. Where is it? There it is. And she is way over here. South of Jose. Is that the tallest? Nope, it is not the tallest building. Okay. It just occurred to me in the Red River, you know, there's all these like 12-story buildings and such, and then there's that huge skyscraper above all of them, just the one.
Mm-hmm.
In a sick way, it's almost poetic. The Devouring Earth view us as a cancer upon the world, so they tried to use cancer to wipe us out. I can't tell you how grateful the city is to you, Zapp Paladin. You may very well have saved every life in Paragon City. You are a good friend. I wish you had been around years ago. It is my pleasure to provide you with these new enhancements. It might be nice if you gave me a call sometime. Aw, Ginger. Some contacts of mine have been angling for an introduction. Ooh, be introduced to a new contact. So, Stephen Sheridan or Kadao Kestrel. Now, I'm going to just go with Stephen, because I just despise Circle of Thorns, yep. Most people say that Doc Science is the smartest man on the planet. You will learn a lot working with him, and she still has missions. Oh! Guess which one it is. This is a good one, too.
Terra Conspiracy?
Terra Conspiracy.
Oh, I like Terra Conspiracy.
Yep. So, this is kind of a
It's so
tragic one.
tragic.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, alright, I got a tip on a Devouring Earth plot to raid the Paragon Technological Institute. If we let them get their hands on the equipment in that lab, they could produce mutagens that are far more effective than their current stock. I need you to stop the Devouring Earth from stealing that technology, Zapp Paladin. We have enough trouble keeping the citizens human as it is. Stop the Devouring Earth from stealing the technology. See if you can find out exactly what the Devouring Earth are after. Knowing their plan is the first step toward thwarting it. Alright. Atlas Park.
Oh, wow.
Ah, that's old school.
Yep. Something I do like about this game, how everything isn't just, oh, well, you're this level, so everything will be in this zone.
Yeah.
Although that did backfire long ago with the Hollows.
There's a reason why Sergeant Wincott isn't introduced by anyone anymore.
Yep, you had to just find them or use that find contact function.
Although they did the zone to make a lot of that easier. Not to mention, you know, you're likely to have a proper travel power by the time you get there too.
Yeah. Having flight helps with the Hollows. But long ago, you wouldn't have flight at that time.
Yeah.
I still think that was the best, you know, be careful of your surroundings training area.
Well, without a
in
doubt.
any game ever.
Without a doubt. Unfortunately, it was infuriating because it's like a team of 8 would take just an hour and a half, 2 hours to assemble. because I was like, oh, I died again. Hang on. And then the nearest hospital was in Atlas Park.
Right.
I recently did go through the Hollows arc with another character just so I could complete it as well as unlock the trial there. So, ready?
Yeah, let's do
Yep.
it.
Okay, I have a question. Heart of Paragon City, how did all these DE get to this building without anybody noticing?
Tunnels.
I guess so.
Lovely.
Man, that's a big bunch right there.
That's a big bunch for a big appetite. What breakfast cereal was that? Honeycomb? I've got a big appetite or something along those lines.
Yeah, that
I
sounds
mean,
right.
honeycomb was a big, whatever,
It's a big,
Yep.
big something. Not just big, it's big, big, right?
Honeycomb's big. Yeah. It's not to your left, to your left.
It's
Or-
not small.
Okay. There's a
Oh,
whole bunch to our right too.
Yep.
yeah.
This
I'm on
is
them.
this is the room of instant aggro.
Mm-hmm. Well, then I won't be surprised or shocked. But whoa, Raquel, you okay?
No.
Yeah.
Oh, how annoying.
That question's answered.
Raquel, you're back. Or not? Where are you?
Yeah, I'm back.
Okay. Why do you not look back? Mine's lagging.
Yeah, very lagging.
Okay. Same.
And I'm getting knocked around here.
Okay,
Yeah.
Zapp said
Trying to upset them as much as possible.
that my resurrect is not that quick.
Well, we probably should have pulled one group out of this room, being the room of instant aggro.
True, and I should not have gone right and gotten the second group.
Oh. Well, let's try hypnotizing a few of them, see if it helps. Try not to do a mass attack. And we'll just one by one zap the ones that are popping up until we can zap Zapp. Yeah, Zapp, I'm only about halfway there, apologies. Whoa, dude. Come on. Mass confusion. That'll help a little. Come on. He's down. Zapp's back.
Hey.
It's a quartz.
Oh, hang on. Let's get the info on it.
These small quartz shrines focus the Earth's energies, boosting the accuracy of all devouring Earth attacks. Okay.
Plus accuracy.
Is there another one over here? No.
And there's stuff right on the other side of that wall.
Draw them in again? Or, I mean, instead?
No, just that room is the one that's really annoying.
Okay.
Because there's always like 3 groups in very close proximity there.
If you want to die again, I can res you now.
Good to know we have choices.
Options are good. Oh my goodness.
I'm trying to remember if the quartz, the crystal ones, they're susceptible to energy, aren't they?
I thought they resisted energy.
Oh, resisted? Okay. Sparky!
I should make a second build that has Sparky. I kind of miss him.
That's true, you can't do multiple builds.
I like how it's just like, I'm gonna go out in this outfit today type thing. Speaking of
Yeah.
outfits. Oh yeah, I do
Okay.
have multiple costumes for this guy. let's change it up just a little bit.
Current? Let's go. Raquel's in.
Yeah, well, I'm
I
back
was-
to t-shirt and jeans.
I was too
Okay.
busy checking out, what outfit I'm wearing. So, oh, I got the blade grass gladiator
Oh, congratulations.
because I'm gonna be going into the arena and doing a lot of Pokemon stuff. Okay, is it just me, or is the only arena now in Peregrine Island?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. And well, there's one in Pocket D, and
Oh, yeah, that's true.
I forgot about
I think
Pocket
it's
D.
Port Oaks, Red Side.
Well, we don't do Red Side.
Hardly
Well, one of my
anyone
characters does.
You know.
Oh, of course not.
I
Yeah.
just started a new controller, Red Side.
I have one character, Red Side. He's been stuck at like 21 for quite some time.
Oh, that's perfect. Speedo is at 23, I think.
Does he wear Speedos?
He wears a Speedo, yes.
Okay.
I had to.
Howard?
As soon as I saw that Speedo Dark was available,
Straight. Looks like straight ahead to the right, straight ahead to the left.
left is a little closer.
True.
I was getting a good Thunderstrike ready for that guy.
Oh,
That's
sorry.
alright. Or not Thunderstrike, that one right there. That sends him flying.
Other guys are starting to get interested, but not quite here yet. There they are.
And
Now they're interested.
Well, yeah.
Karen. I know it's annoying as hell, but it's so much fun to do that. I will get knockback to knockdowns on that.
yeah, they didn't go very far. I think most of us had popped our AoEs by then anyway.
Not me, but, everybody else probably. But mine are meant to be run continuously if needed.
I think we cleared that floor.
Pretty sure.
Not sure.
So what do y'all think of this outfit? Snazzy, eh?
Are you a bad guy?
No.
Just asking.
Oh, that's Justice Armor.
Yep.
Actually,
One of my favorites.
Oh, except the
hey,
cape is completely black, I just realized.
yeah.
Okay.
Now we can kind of match,
black
except the
cape?
color scheme.
There's nothing really wrong with an all-black cape. I think it's kind of, well...
It's a little evil, though, isn't it?
Well, I was being obnoxious regarding
I don't know.
your outfits and their resemblance to the, massive army.
Yeah, you called me a Sky Raider. I won't forget that.
Left or right?
Had
Left.
a good memory. Left?
Yep.
Okay.
Because I had already fired off, whatchamacall.
Purple Lesser Devourer here.
Yep.
Spooky.
Thunderous Blast.
Yeah. Because I
Yeah.
thought Raquel was running in, so it's like, okay, here we go. And then all of a sudden, Raquel stopped. I'm like, oh, yeah, go left.
Or somebody.
Scientist
Well, you got
under the
yours
ramp.
up just before mine did, so I got like 2 of them.
Uh-oh. Who's this guy?
The scientist looks just like, not Jenny. The other one.
Ginger?
Yeah, Ginger Yates.
Now we can go to the other side.
Oh yeah, and that's the other good thing about Eden. If you want to get your Protectorate badge, one run of Eden will get you that.
Protectorate?
For taking out 100 of the Emanators.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
The last room alone.
But one where you have to clear it, and there's easily 500 things in there.
Yeah.
Maybe more.
You don't have to clear it, but if you don't, things could get a little rough. Yeah.
Although, now with speedins being a thing,
Yep.
I don't know if anyone bothers with that anymore.
Oh, I did a speedin'. I couldn't believe it. Do you know how fast it was?
You said like 15 minutes.
No, 7 minutes.
Seven minutes?
We did
Oh my-
2 in 15 minutes. Yeah. It was a little bit too fast.
I remember when that was like a 3-hour commitment.
Yep.
It was even worse than Dr. Q. Because picking up the walls was a major deal.
Yep.
And then everyone had to get the ambrosias. And that
Yep.
means clearing at least one of the bridge rooms.
No. The other thing about Eden is it's one of the most unique maps in the game. Interior maps.
Yeah.
Except for the hero in the whole game. Which can go for a while.
I think that's just a leftover when there was unlimited aggro. And back when there was unlimited aggro, Hero and Behold made a lot of sense.
Oh no, I'm sorry. I'm talking about going down to the rock wall.
Oh, okay.
It's that random thing, right?
Never seemed very random to me.
Oh, there is a specific pattern?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Each hole takes you to a specific, drops you to a specific point on the level below.
Okay.
You can, in fact, fly back up them.
Ouchie.
Oop, I got a clue.
Mm.
You won't believe what went on here.
Yeah, actually, I would.
Yeah, but he's kind of a skeptic. Why don't you tell me? I'm totally incredulous.
One of the technicians you
Incredulous.
rescued told you they had some people with them. That's right, people. One of the men wore a shirt that said Fauna First. He was the one who operated the autoclave, the other machines those monsters couldn't manipulate. They cooked up some sort of medicine, then trashed the lab. So that was the clue. I'm actually going to try to remember to read the clues for this one, because this is a good arc.
Mm.
But we've been going for a while. So,
Yeah.
yep.
We have.
I think this would be a good spot to end. I'm going to call Ginger and just check in with her. So, I've heard of Fauna First. They're a radical environmentalist group that's been accused of more than one act of sabotage against polluting businesses. You say they were working with the Devouring Earth? The creatures have tried such a tactic before, but it's never long before they turn on their human co-conspirators. I suspect we haven't heard the last of this business, Zapp Paladin. I suspect you are correct, Ginger. All right. So there we go. We have started another story and we will learn much more about the Terra Conspiracy. So,
Cool.
yep. So there we go, folks. We're getting into a Devouring Earth arc, and we're going to learn about what happened. Hopefully we can get through this thing relatively quick. We had a slow start today, but that was mostly because of my stupidity. So I should have just been prepared with missions. Oh well. So, okay. So everybody, thanks for watching, and we will see all of you in the next issue of City of Heroes Chronicles of Zapp Paladin. Ready, everybody? On 17. 1, 2, okay, on 3. 3. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.